Every entrepreneur makes messes. Here's how to clean them up God's way. Have you ever made a mistake in your business that felt permanent? Like a stain that you just could not wash out? I've been there. I made partnership decision that once went completely sour or required so much of me that I wish I had not. It left this grimy film of failure over everything, at least for that week. Anyway, maybe you know that feeling. You look at what you built and all that you could see are the spills, the smudges, the set-in stains of past errors. And you just wonder, can this ever really be clean again? Well, what if I told you that our faith gives us the most powerful cleaning agent in existence? That with God, a fresh start isn't just a nice idea, it's a promise. And today, we're taking a symbolic trip to the laundry room. That's right, we're continuing to build our faith based business one room at a time. And we're in the laundry room so that we can scrub our businesses clean. We're going to sort through the mess by identifying what really needs to improve. We're going to wash our systems and processes until they shine, and then we're going to rinse it all with the enhanced experience that for everyone involved. How's that for a beginning? So let's jump right in. Number one, identifying what needs to improve. So first things first, every good laundry day starts with sorting. We don't want to mix the dark clothes with the white clothes. We'll get nothing but a mess. You can't just toss it all in together. In business, this is the critical step of identifying what actually needs cleaning by checking the metrics that truly matter. Now, too often, we get caught up in chasing surface level numbers like revenue. Yeah, that's the final result. Or follower count. People might follow but never buy. They might not convert. But our faith calls us to look deeper. This is fundamentally a stewardship problem. We get distracted by a worldly definition of success. Instead of asking the question, what does God want me to measure? The real metric of a faith-driven business is things like integrity, impact, and the well-being of your team and how you treat your people. My favorite passage of scripture, Colossians 3:23 and 24. Whatever you do it with all of your heart as unto the Lord and not to man, not human masters, right? Since you know that you're going to receive your reward from the Lord. You receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. So the solution, the detergent, if you would, is discernment. That's right. When you prayerfully identify the key areas that need improvement, have your pillow talks with God, the CEO divine moments, based on kingdom values, you stop reacting to symptoms and you start diagnosing the real issues. You're no longer a slave to the wrong numbers because you're focused on the metrics that matter to the one that owns it all. Number two, now that we've sorted out our laundry, we know what we're dealing with. It's time for the wash cycle. Get the detergent out. You're absolutely right. This is where we clean up every single program and system that runs our business. A broken system will produce dirty results every time. No matter how hard you work, maybe your marketing feels a little bit manipulative. Maybe your sales process lacks transparency, or your project management is just pure chaos. Yeah, that customer journey. These are systematic stains. So what's the cleaning agent for this one? Operational integrity. Proverbs 16:11 says, honest scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights in the bag are of his making. That's right. This means that our pricing, our marketing, our contracts, our internal processes should be so fair and just that they could be laid out before the Lord. That's right, without any shame. No shame, much gain. That's where we want to go. This is about more than just avoiding big mistakes. It's about proactively building godly principles into the DNA of our operations. When you take the time to optimize your systems and build a business that cannot be shaken because it's built on the rock of God's truth, not the sand of sloppy or deceptive practices. No sleazy sales for us. Number 3, and we're rounding the bend today, we're going to enhance our people experience. This is the final rent cycle. Let's talk about enhancing the experiences for all of the people that work with us, both our team, our dream team, and our customers, our clients. We want to make sure they all receive a great experience. See, a business can have the best metrics. It can have the cleanest systems. But if the people within it feel used, worn out, or undervalued, it's all for nothing. The rent cycle is what makes the laundry soft, fresh, and pleasure for everybody around. You know, I can't do it, like they do it. Anyway, this is where servant leadership comes in. And I've talked about this before. You can think of it as the ultimate fabric softener. Jesus modeled this perfectly. He came to serve, not to be served. See, in business, this looks like putting the growth and the well-being of your people first. It means listening with empathy, leading with humility, and creating a community built on trust and respect. As Philippians 2:3 says, it reminds us, in humility, value others above yourself. That's all about that customer journey. What's best for them? Where do I lead them? How can I provide a better service for them? See, when you intentionally enhance the human experience, making every interaction a reflection of Christ's love, you don't just boost morale and loyalty. You create a powerful witness and a business that feels like a blessing to everyone it touches. Now, hearing these principles is one thing, but actually implementing them is where the transformation actually happens. So if you are ready to move from principle to practice and deep clean your operations with a proven framework, I want to invite you to check out my Business Builder Accelerator program for Kingdom coaches, authors, speakers, and purpose-driven business owners. That's right, that's you. It is designed to give you the step-by-step guidance that you need to sort, wash, and rinse your business, building it into something that truly honors God and blesses others. Again, Business Builder Accelerator. You can find the link right here, as well as in the description below. I'm going to make sure I set it up for you because I want you in the place and I want your business prospering. Here's the most important thing I want you to walk away with. Making mistakes doesn't disqualify you. It qualifies you for God's grace. That's right. The Bible is filled with stories of people who messed up, yet God redeemed their failure for an even greater purpose. James chapter number 1, verse 2 reminds us that we should consider it all joy whenever we face trials of many kinds. We fall into divers temptation, remember, knowing that the trying of our faith worketh purpose or perseverance, and it has a purpose. And we want to fulfill the perfect work so that we are complete and entire, wanting, lacking nothing. Right? It produces perseverance. See, your business mistakes are not the end of the story. They're an invitation to learn deeper or lean deeper into God, to let His truth wash over your metrics, your systems, and your people, and to come out cleaner, stronger, and more in line with His will. Your fresh start is really waiting. So here's the prayer focus for this week. First, we ask for grace because we know grace is much bigger than any business mistake that we could ever make. Second, we ask for a commitment to our work, our businesses, our teams, and to yourself. Third, we ask to be granted wisdom to sort through with clarity. We ask for courage to wash our systems over with integrity. We ask for the love to rent our work with true service to all that God has called us to, all those people who are coming. And we thank Him for the promise of a fresh start. Now, God specializes in making all things brand spanking new, including your business. So subscribe for more redemption strategies and share what business stain you need God to wash clean. I'm Dr. Chonta Haynes. I've been called the one-stop shop for faith-based coaches, authors, speakers, ready to 5x their income and their impact. As a destiny designer, I help purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you build scalable brands with strategy, systems, and spirit. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. God bless.